Hey guys, Michelle Vega here. Wait, you guys, over here. Hi, you guys, I'm Michelle Vega for CGTN, and today I want you guys to meet a Colombian Chinese content creator named Cai.
Con palillos chinos se pueden comer muchas cosas. Ahorita estoy comiendo arepa. Les voy a mostrar cómo puedo partir la arepa. Entonces, eso suena muy raro, pero bueno, no. A ver, wait, miren. Así, ustedes agarran el palillo y le hacen así. Y ya, queda un pedacito.
She's awesome. She's very proud of her two cultures. Let's go meet her. She has a beautiful story. Let's go. Hi, Cai.
Hi.
I want to start with asking you your exact pronunciation of your name.
Okay, so my legal name is Jeimy Cai, but my nickname is Cai. Cai comes from my Cantonese name. My Cantonese name is Choi Wing Cai. So my parents, as a cute nickname, they called me KK, so people started calling me Cai.
Okay, awesome. Because yes, that's always very confusing. And Colombians just know her by Cai.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in Y&Y Asian Market in Bogotá, the Colombian capital. And I want to know, what do you see here that reminds you of your time in China?
Okay, so actually this very specific type of tea, it was a drink that I consumed a lot when I was back in China.
And you, for our viewers, you were born in Colombia because there's a beautiful migration story about her parents that we will get to. But then you decided, or your family decided for you to go to China? Yeah.
So I was born and raised here, but around 5th grade, my parents decided to send me to China because they wanted me to learn the language, the culture, everything. So I went for 5 years and I came back to Colombia for university, basically.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I don't really know how Colombians do it here because really I'm even looking at this stuff and I don't even know what everything is usually, obviously. But what can we see here? What do you think attracts Colombians to this new trend of going to Asian markets? I mean, we're seeing some Colombians over there. They're not staged.
They're not paid actors.
They're not paid actors.
Okay, so maybe there are a lot of brands that we already know. So for example, this is Oreo, but they have like different presentations or different products, even different flavors. So I think that's something that people really like and are very curious about. There are also like Lay's, like Lay's chips that are different flavors. So that's kind of a very big thing here. There are also like very Chinese ingredients. Maybe like the type of things that my parents would use.
Oh, speaking of your parents, so you guys have a restaurant and you have a famous fried rice. So what do we need to grab from here? Because she's gonna help us and teach us how to make it or give us tips.
Yeah. So I actually don't know. I should really call my mom. So I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna ask her.
Sounds good. You're never too old to call your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Vậy, mami. Tôi hồi xưa là就是像我在曼尼也我饭给炒饭，那我喜欢的么呢？Let's leave it to my mom.
Okay, sounds good. I heard you speaking Mandarin with her, and so I grew up in a bilingual family as well, and I was not allowed to speak while I was in the United States.
Como todavía hay gente que no cree que soy china, les voy a contar otro chiste en chino. 老师问小明，为什么如果地球是圆的，我们从来都会掉下来？然后小明回答，因为我们有作业压着。
I wasn't allowed to speak English. I was only allowed to speak Spanish to make it stronger. Do your parents do the same?
Yeah, I think that's very common. Like in my house, you can't speak Spanish or English. You have to speak like Cantonese or Mandarin. You have to speak like whatever dialect in my family we're speaking. So yeah.
And do you feel that was a good thing for you now? Like now that you look back?
Yeah, because I think that the best way to learn a language is when you're like
fully immersed.
Yeah, fully immersed. So having both languages like this, because like when you're in school they speak to you in Spanish, and when you're at home they speak to you in Chinese. That was like a very good way of having like both languages come to life.
Awesome. Well, I would love to go to your house if you will have us,
Of
but I
course.
think we should jump Bogota traffic. So
Yeah.
magic. Awesome. We're here at Kai's house. Cai, tell me a little bit about your migration story because I think it has something to do with love.
Okay. So for a bit of context, my parents were really poor at that time, and the first family to migrate here to Colombia was my mom's side. So there was like a far uncle of my grandfather, and he kind of told my grandfather to come here to work because like the work situation was kind of better. So he came, he migrated, he stayed here for like 6 years, and then my mom's side of the family migrated here, and then my mom went back to China for like medical reasons with my grandpa, and then she met my dad. She came back, they kind of sent letters to each other for a whole year, and then he eventually decided to come to Colombia, and now they're married and they have restaurants.
Chinese, these Chinese restaurants that we're gonna go downstairs to see. Okay, and then I wanted to know a little bit if you had some kind of Chinese heirloom that you keep with you.
Okay, I actually do have.
Wait, hold on.
I have this necklace that my dad bought for me. So it's gold and it's from a brand that's called Lukfuk. It's a very famous Chinese brand. And my dad gave it to me because he said that gold kind of protects you. So yeah, that's the heirloom.
Nice, I like that. And I do see something else here
Okay.
that is very different. You don't see it in Colombian households.
Yeah.
So is there an explanation for this?
Yes.
So who is this?
Okay. So this is Guan Yin. People know her as the goddess of compassion. When people ask me, I always compare her to Virgin Mary because like that's the closest thing people can relate to. And this bottom part, what she explained is basically you have your ancestors at church or like at the cemetery. We usually keep them like very close, so at home. And a very important part is that the altar has to always be in front of the door. So that's like what it is.
I love that you take references from Colombian culture. You're very a Colombian and Chinese mesh.
Por fin les voy a enseñar a cómo comer arroz con palillos chinos. Primer punto, los chinos siempre comen arroz en un bowl, o sea, nunca en un plato como llano, y usualmente así es como se come. Entonces acá tienes tu arroz y las verduras y las proteínas, todo lo demás está como para compartir. Segundo punto, a mí me enseñaron que el bowl siempre lo tienes que tener en la mano. Agarras lo que vas a querer comer y lo mezclas como con el arroz, por así decirlo, y vas a poner tu boca acá en esta parte y vas a hacer como si fuera una escoba y así te lo vas a comer.
¿Usted en algún momento cuestionó si estas cortinas realmente estaban en chino? Les voy a decir qué letras sí veo en estas cortinas. Esta de acá, primero que todo está de lado. Entonces no estoy segura si es shui o yong. Shui es agua, yong es de tornillo. Después está esta que puede ser planta de arroz, o sea, he. Esta de acá es todos. Todos. Y esta que creo que es zhi, que es la única que sí está escrita como bien y no está de lado.
In fact, I have to say that this is her little brother, and his name is James, and he's named after James Rodriguez, a Colombian soccer player. So pretty cool. But tell us a little bit more about your family and that Colombian-Chinese fusion.
Okay. So actually my generation, so all the kids in this picture are actually born in Colombia. So we're all born and raised here. And this picture actually has a very interesting backstory. I actually like this backstory a lot. So these types of pictures, like artistic pictures, are usually taken for married couples. And fun fact, my aunt was recently divorced by that time. And my grandma was kind of opposed to the idea of taking this picture because she said only married couples do. And if you don't have a man, you shouldn't take those types of pictures. But they didn't care. And they were like, we don't need a man for that. And we took a family picture.
I love it. That's you.
Yes, that's me.
And your mom.
That's me, that's my mom. These are my cousins. This is my aunt and this is my mom.
I love it. Well, now I'm a little bit hungry, I'm sorry, but I really want to try this Chinese food. So the restaurant's downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Let's go.
You actually became famous for content that you created over your family's fried rice.
Yeah.
Me hirvió la sangre cuando vi la noticia de que un chino vino a probar el arroz chino y dijo que eso no se comía en China. Vengo hoy a limpiar el nombre del arroz chino. Primero voy a dar aclaraciones contextuales, ¿ok? En China no se le dice arroz de aquí, no se le dice arroz chino, se le dice arroz frito. Es más, si usted va a su restaurante chino de confianza se va a dar cuenta que los arroces están nombrados como chao fan de la casa, chao fan a la valenciana, porque pues son arroces fritos.
So,
Okay, I want you to try it first.
okay,
So that would be like a good starting point.
yeah.
Mami!
Wow, that looks amazing.
Okay, so these are two versions.
Okay.
This is with the ingredient that we bought, and this is like the usual.
Okay, wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
we can try both.
Okay, wonderful. May, tu arroz chino es famoso y es delicioso. Quiero saber cuál es la diferencia entre un arroz chino colombiano y un arroz chino de China.
En China nosotros también comemos arroz chino, pero no tanto carne, comen más vegetales, entonces viene más verdura, no viene tanto carne, viene camaroncito o viene con otras verduras diferentes. Y viene acá, lo cambió un poquito porque aquí la gente le gusta más carne, le echan más proteína, le queda más rico.
Delicioso.
Lo mismo sabor.
Delicioso. Me encanta. Gracias.
Bueno.
So your family shared your culture through food, and I want to know, how do you see yourself sharing your culture, maybe through the content that you create or any other future endeavors you have?
Okay, so as a content creator, I love to share my culture or culture shocks that I experience in my life. But as a side hustle, maybe, I'm trying to bring a container from China with soy sauce, because right now the fried rice that we eat is not with soy sauce from China. So I do wanna let the rice or the food that we eat have the flavors that we're meant to have.
Well, okay, I want to allude to the artwork behind me because I noticed that that was hanging in the restaurant when your parents opened 30 years ago. And it says, "May your endeavors be big and prosperous." So that is what I hope for you.
Thank you.